morning, good morning, good morning. Coach Burt, how we doing, folks? Today is Thursday, right? Time for a little Thursday rhythm. Coach. Inspecting what you're expecting. All right, good morning to you. Kathy, look at my shirt. There we go, folks. Time to activate that pray drive today. Woo, Coach Burt, I'm headed out to the lodge in just a minute for my Micheal Burt School of Speaking. Malcolm, good morning to you, sir. This morning I'm going to talk to you about one thing, man. And this is something we all slip on. We all, I don't know, we just get distracted. The word distract means to pull apart, right, David Perez? We get pulled apart. And I was watching a podcast this morning talking about tracking salespeople. Okay, talking about salespeople, and about how somebody should be watching all the salespeople, and somebody should be watching those people to inspect what you expect. And I got to thinking, man. I got to thinking about all the areas of life, Nick Jenkins, that we drift from. I think it's called purpose drift, and we know we should be tracking salespeople's outbound calls. We know we should be tracking the number of people they talk to. We know we should be tracking our sales every day. We know we should be tracking the profit and loss from every event. We know, Dorian Deshawn, that we should be tracking the calories we put in our body. We know we should be tracking, right? And so, good morning, Tom Love. And so what happens, though, is we go down the road and we start to have a little bit of success, and we get complacent. There's a difference between laziness and complacent. Some people are lazy. Lazy people don't want to do the work. They don't want to do anything. They don't want to get up and go. They don't have any pray drive. Really, their purpose hasn't found them. But complacent people are people, Amanda Beaner, that we know we should be tracking these things. We know we should be inspecting this. We know exactly what we should be doing. And listen, to that podcast this morning got me thinking about that, man. How many calls did your office make yesterday? How many people did they talk to? How many people answered the phone? How many follow-ups, Brian Covey, did they have? What is the true closing ratio? Are you collecting data when you go do showcase events? Who has been followed up with? Who is watching the stats on your funnels to make sure? Who's tracking your emails to make sure people are opening the emails? Like, when you really start thinking about these things, man, that podcast is like, boom. Because so what happens is we contract. It's going good. Money's coming in. We're making it work. But, man, we quit inspecting. When I was a basketball coach, man, we inspected everything. How many stops does it take to win a game? How many turnovers did we have? How many second shots did we give up? What's the free throw percentage? Who's the best free throw percentage, right? And then we get into the business world, folks, and we don't track. A lot of things we don't train, and we don't track. Trained people always outperform untrained people. I was telling this to a person yesterday, man. You can't train when you want to. Training is something you do. It's not something you did. So who trained today in your office? Right? Who is training today in sales to get better in your office today? Right? So when I'm telling you these things, guys, it's like, hey, man, we inspect what we expect. What is happening? Who is doing it? Now, you're going to tell me I'm overwhelmed, which is a feeling. I don't have time to do this. This is why we got to put mechanisms in place. This is why my buddy Judge Graham created the company Carrots that I'm going to be working with and putting in some of the companies I work, because it tracks every single thing. And then it shows rewards, and then it shows this, and then it shows that. Because, man, we need to see in real time how many phone calls were made, how many text messages, how many touches. Every day in my office, they're telling me how many text messages they had, how many people they talked to, how many sales did we make, what is our sales number in relationship, right, to where we're capable going. Folks, we got to start tracking the high value activity. And here's the big one, man. Are you even tracking toward your B right now? Like, you're at A and you're trying to go to B. Are you tracking? Okay, Charlie, are you tracking the B? And are you in alignment in all the actions you're taking in alignment to move you towards your B? Because, folks, we can wake up today, and if you don't have your remarkable like I do, and you don't sit down at night and map out what your B is, you spend a lot of time moving. And you're moving, and it's good, but you're not moving towards your desired outcome, man. You wake up and you got the same business problems today as you had last week. You got the same issues you had last week. You got the same frustrations you had last week. So today is an alert, folks. Today is an alert. A good coach alerts you. Good morning, Trevor. A good coach alerts you. Let's get back to inspecting what we're expecting. Let's get back to tracking those calls, watching those managers, making sure we're on track to hit our goals, holding people accountable, okay? Let's get back to doing what it takes every single day to be great, man. That's what we got to do. I'm at the Micheal Burt School of Speaking today out at the Lodge. Listen, I got Dr. Kevin Elko coming up. If you haven't got tickets to that, come see me, Dr. Kevin Elko, and that's Nick Saban's coach. You don't want to miss that, man. It's one day at the Lodge to be coached by Saban's coach. It's incredible. So it's coming up. I think it's $497. It's October 20th. I got a $1 million coaching getaway down in Florida coming up. I got Flip the Switch coming up, and I got all kinds of things coming up. So we just getting started, folks. Thank you, Doug and Tia Wood, for the t-shirt. Activate that parade drive today. Let's go get it, guys. I'm Coach Burt. Everybody needs a coach.